Hello, Judith here with session 5 of your programme. So we're pretty much halfway through now. I'm wondering how you've been getting on with practicing the things we've learnt so far. Just a reminder that the people who have most success are those that do practice. Now you may be finding that some things are easier than others or work better for you than others, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. And towards the end of the programme, we'll be looking at all the things you've learnt, and I'll be giving you an opportunity to decide which ones work best for you and how you plan to use them in the future. So it's important to just practice them all for now. Because ones you're finding more difficult, actually, if you persevere, may be ones that you will find more useful. So just as a quick revision, the breathing, practice it regularly, particularly if it feels unfamiliar to you, and use it whenever you can feel that anxiety getting worse. The grounding and the lake and the magnet, practice those as well, and again use those. Just the grounding if you just need a quick way of getting rid of some anxious thoughts or feelings, or the lake and the magnet if it needs a bit more heavy duty approach. And then of course self-hypnosis. Self-hypnosis is probably the one excuse me, self-hypnosis is probably the one that you will have to practice most until it becomes effective. But then you've already got something which will help you to relax, which is really, really important if you're suffering from anxiety. And what we're going to do today is something that you can do within hypnosis. So I'm not expecting you to remember what we do today, so I'll do a quick summary at the end. I find that clients find this really useful and they adapt it to their own uses, and I'm always amazed at what people do with the things that I teach them. But I trust your unconscious mind to do whatever's right for you, and therefore I suggest you trust your unconscious mind, which is always operating with the best of intentions for you. Sometimes misguided, but hopefully in these instances not. Okay then, so if you're not already prepared for a hypnosis session, then take a moment to get yourself comfortable, either sitting or lying if you're pretty confident you're not going to fall asleep. If you're lying down or sitting in a high back chair, I'm not obviously, then you can make sure that your neck and your back are well supported. And we often feel a bit colder in hypnosis, so it's worth having a blanket to hand or actually putting a blanket over you, just in case you get a bit cold. So if you need to, pause the video while you settle yourself down comfortably. Remember, you don't need to be looking at me. I'm not going to be doing anything interesting. Ideally, you've got your eyes closed or at least defocused, so you don't have to have whatever device you're using nearby. When I bring you out of hypnosis, that's the time to sit up and start taking notice again. Okay, so assuming you've got yourself comfortable, as always, we're going to start with the breathing. I'm going to leave space for 3 of those deep, slow breaths. If you're feeling particularly anxious at the moment, you may need more, and it may take you a while to get up to a count of 6 on the in-breath and 6 on the out-breath. So again, you can pause the video and give yourself all the time you need to do the breathing so that you are in the best state for this hypnosis session. That's why we do the breathing first, to get ourselves in the optimal state to get most out of our hypnosis sessions. Okay then, so settling yourself down comfortably and doing 3 of those slow, deep breaths. And now, if your eyes have been closed, just open them for a while and look as high as you possibly can up at the ceiling, remembering that it's meant to feel uncomfortable. So look high up to the ceiling, just with your eyes, not moving your head, and imagine a spot on the ceiling and focus all of your attention on that spot. Notice how your eyes are feeling. I'm sure you can feel the muscles straining. Maybe your eyes are beginning to water. They'll certainly be wanting to blink. So you can just allow those eyes to comfortably close down and let all those muscles relax. And just notice how your eyes are feeling now compared to a moment ago. Now you've allowed those eyes to comfortably close down, all those tiny little muscles that were working hard to keep them open and focused. They're just able to let go completely and utterly. So just enjoy that feeling of relaxation around your eyes. And then imagine that relaxation flowing down over your face, calming and soothing as it flows, relaxing and releasing your cheek muscles, relaxing and releasing your jaw muscles, softening all of the muscles of your face, softening all of the muscles in your mouth so your tongue can rest comfortably in the bottom of your mouth. And imagine that relaxation flowing down over your face, flowing on down through your neck and out across your shoulders, calming and soothing as it flows on down into your arms, relaxing and releasing the muscles in your upper arms, and then calming and soothing as it flows down through your elbows into your lower arms, relaxing and releasing the muscles in your lower arms, and flowing on down through your wrists into your hands and out to the very tips of your fingers. And I don't know whether your left arm is more relaxed than your right or your right than your left. But just allow those arms to go on relaxing down deeper and deeper as you imagine the relaxation flowing down through your neck, flowing on down the front of your body, calming and soothing, relaxing and releasing as it goes, softening all of the muscles down the front of your body. Perhaps even imagine that relaxation sinking down beneath your skin, sinking deep inside you and flowing around all your internal organs, your heart, your lungs, your stomach, all of your digestive organs bathed in that calming, soothing relaxation that flows on down now through your hips into your thighs, relaxing and releasing your thigh muscles. Maybe imagining what that might look like for those big muscles and fibers in your thighs to just let go completely and utterly. As you imagine the relaxation flowing on down, calming and soothing as it flows through and around your knees and down into your lower legs, relaxing and releasing your shin muscles, relaxing and releasing your calf muscles, and then flowing on down through your ankles into your feet and out to the very tips of your toes. And just imagine that lovely, comfortable, gentle heaviness as your legs relax deeper. Now take your attention back to your eyes, and this time imagine the relaxation around your eyes flowing up over your forehead and the top of your head, bathing your entire scalp in that calming, soothing relaxation that flows on down the back of your neck, relaxing and releasing those muscles that work hard all day supporting your head. And then flowing on out across the back of your shoulders, relaxing and releasing the back of your shoulders, all of those muscles where we often hold tension. Make sure your shoulders are dropped and relaxed. And then imagine the relaxation flowing on down either side of your spine, relaxing and releasing the muscles supporting your spine, one by one from the nape of your neck, right the way down to the base of your spine. And lastly, imagine that relaxation flowing down either side of your spine, spreading out over your upper back and your lower back, calming, soothing, relaxing and releasing. That's good. And remember that any sounds you may hear on this recording or inside your room, any sounds at all will help you to relax down deeper and deeper. Any physical sensations of any kind, anywhere in your body will also help you to relax down deeper. Most importantly of all, remember that this is your time. For the next few moments, nobody needs you. And there's absolutely nothing that you need to be doing but listening to the sound of my voice. And if your attention does wander away from the sound of my voice, that's okay. That's what minds do. And all you need to do is gently and kindly guide your attention back to the sound of my voice and the words that I'm saying. Now I'm going to count you down deeper into hypnosis, counting down from 5 to 1. And as I count, I'd like you to imagine yourself going deeper and deeper. And you can imagine this in whatever way is right for you. So starting now at 5 down to 4, twice as deep, twice as relaxed, and 4 down to 3, deeper still, more and more relaxed, and 3 down to 2, twice as deep again, twice as relaxed, and 2 down to 1, even deeper still, drifting down deeper and deeper and deeper to the level of hypnosis that is right for you right now. And just take a moment to enjoy this deep state of relaxation, remembering that this is a state you can return to whenever you want or need to. And each and every time that you return to this state, it will get easier and easier to do, and the results will be better and better. But for now you can just enjoy this deep state of relaxation and prepare to engage your amazing imagination. And I'd like you to imagine yourself in a beautiful outdoor setting, maybe with rolling hills, or perhaps even in the mountains. And imagine yourself walking through this amazing scenery. And as you walk, you feel yourself relaxing even more deeply. And I don't know what you'll enjoy as you walk along. Will it be the things that you can see? Maybe there's a clear blue sky with fluffy white clouds just drifting by. Maybe you can see trees on a hillside, different shapes and colours, all the glory of a summer's day. Perhaps you will enjoy the sounds of nature, birds singing in the trees, or the sound of a stream as it flows down a hill or a mountainside, flowing over rocks and pebbles. And maybe you'll enjoy physical sensations, the warmth of the sun on your face, or the texture of things that you touch as you walk along, the smoothness of a leaf, the texture of the bark of a tree. Just enjoy whatever you notice most. And as you continue your journey, you're relaxing deeper and deeper. And as you walk along, you become aware that you're carrying a pack on your back. And inside of that pack, there are containers of some kind. And in those containers are all your anxious thoughts and feelings. And as you walk along, you become more and more aware of this burden of anxiety on your back. And then you find the ground is getting steeper. You're going up an incline. And as you walk upwards, the pack is getting heavier and heavier. But you sense that up ahead, you'll come to the top of that slope. So keep walking up the slope until you get to the top, and then you'll see a large green open space. The grass is as green as you can ever remember, and interspersed are beautiful, colourful wildflowers, tiny little ones near the ground and tall ones waving in the gentle breeze. And you can walk out into that green space and just enjoy the beauty of it. Maybe you can hear birds humming in the flowers, buzzing around. And you look around and take everything in. And as you look, you notice over the other side of the space there's a large hot air balloon. And you walk towards it, curious to find it there. And when you get closer, you see the balloon is ready to fly, but it is tied down with strong ropes. So you walk over and look in the basket underneath the balloon. And you see there's a big box in there. And you reach over and open it up and see that it's empty inside. So leave the lid open and just step back from the balloon and take off that heavy backpack. Take it off and drop it onto the ground. Are you tired of carrying around with you all of this anxiety, these anxious thoughts and anxious feelings, day after day? Are you ready to let them go? So I want you to open up that backpack that's been weighing you down for so long. And take a look at all those containers inside. Notice what colour and shape they are. Are they all the same or are some different? Are they heavy when you pick them up? And in a moment, I'm going to ask you to put each and every one of those containers into that box in the basket of the balloon. Now, take those containers out of the pack one by one and throw them into that box one at a time. And as you do that, you'll be delighted to find that with each container that goes into the box, those anxious thoughts and feelings get less and less. And you begin to feel peace and calm falling over you, flowing through you. Feelings of relaxation. Feelings of relief to be rid of that anxiety. And a growing sense of freedom. Freedom from that burden. And when you've thrown the very last container into that box, in the basket under the balloon, you may be surprised, or perhaps just so happy to notice how calm and free you feel now that all that anxiety has gone into the box, filling it up. And you can shut the lid of the box and look around the balloon. And somewhere in the grass around the balloon you find a knife. And so you can walk around that balloon, cutting the ropes that are holding it to the ground. And when you cut the very last rope, you can just rest back, relaxing back on the comfortable grass to watch the balloon rise up into the blue sky. And as the balloon floats higher and higher, and the wind takes it away from you, you can see the balloon getting smaller and smaller. And as it floats away from you, you feel more and more relief and more freedom, lighter. And the balloon becomes a tiny dot, far, far away in the sky. And then it disappears over the horizon. And you are free of those thoughts and feelings, free at last, so they can no longer take over your life, take all of the joy out of it. You're free now to get your life back, to enjoy your life. Enjoy it now as you want to, as you deserve to. And when that balloon has finally disappeared from sight, you can take a long, deep breath. And as you breathe out, you relax even deeper, just enjoying the calm and the peace, the relief and the release, free of all of that anxiety. So you can just allow calm and peace and relaxation to fill every corner of your body and your mind. And those calm feelings of freedom and relaxation, comfort and well-being will remain with you after this session is over, and in the days and weeks and months to come. So just take a final moment to enjoy the calm, peaceful relief. Feeling free and light, and so much more yourself. And in a moment, it will be time for me to bring you up and out of hypnosis. But first, as always, I would like you to take a moment to thank yourself. Thank yourself for giving you the opportunity, the time today to do this session. It may have been hard for you to find the time and the space to do it. So show some real gratitude and appreciation for doing that, for giving yourself this time out. Thank yourself for making the decision to do something, and for starting this program, and for all the practice you've been doing. Thank yourself for everything you've done so far and what you're going to be doing in the future. Show real gratitude and appreciation to yourself. And now it's time to bring you up and out of hypnosis by counting from 1 up to 5. And as I count, you will comfortably and gently emerge from hypnosis, feeling good, bringing with you that sense of freedom and lightness. Oh, such a relief. So starting now at 1, all sensations in your body returning to their normal levels of warmth or coolness, heaviness, lightness. And 2, all sounds returning to their usual perspective and no longer having any hypnotic effect. And 3, remembering where you are in that room, what's in front of you and to either side. And 4, bringing out with you all these benefits of freedom and relief and lightness and calm and peace. And 5, eyes open, fully alert, fully emerged. And just take a moment to stretch and maybe wiggle your arms and legs, fingers and toes. And just come back to me briefly for a moment as I bring this session to a close. Okay. I just want to very quickly run through what we did in that session. I mean, just the main details. You will have imagined whatever you imagined, and you can imagine whatever you imagine in the future. I would recommend you do this in hypnosis, although after doing it in hypnosis for a while, I find some people are able to do it out of hypnosis. And you can put anything you like in that balloon. Obviously, because this is an anxiety program, I've focused on anxiety, but if you're feeling any other negative feelings that you don't want, if you're feeling overwhelmed or sad or whatever, you can put those feelings into the balloon and send them away. So, put yourself into hypnosis, take yourself off somewhere and take a moment or two to just enjoy where you are. Preferably outside in nature somewhere. And just have a full sensory experience. So look around and see everything, listen to all the beautiful sounds, touch things, just to feel whether they're rough or smooth. If you enjoy it, feel the sun on your face, or maybe you want the breeze blowing. Whatever you feel is right for you. And then imagine that backpack full of those containers, and those containers full of whatever feelings you're getting rid of. Today it was all your anxious thoughts and feelings. feel the weight and burden of it. Imagine walking up that slope and the pack getting heavier and heavier, and then coming out into that wonderful green open space with wildflowers. Seeing that balloon, walking across to it, finding the box in the basket, opening it up, seeing it's empty. And then dropping that pack on the ground, taking the containers out one by one and throwing them into the basket. Already feeling better as you take the containers out and put them in the basket. And then set the balloon free however you like and enjoy watching it floating away. And with every movement of the balloon in the sky, you feel more calm, more at peace, more comfortable, lighter and freer, and whatever feelings you want, really, you can choose. Now, I've just quickly taken you through it, but as I say, the key is put those feelings in containers so you know you've got them captured, and put them in the basket of the balloon and send them away whenever you want to. Okay. I hope you've enjoyed this session. I hope you find it useful. And as I say, some people end up using it without being in hypnosis. I had one client who was working on her diet, and she worked in an environment where there were lots of snacks around because that was the business. And she kept her balloon in her bottom desk drawer. And every time she had a craving for the snacks that were always around the office, she would put them in the balloon and just close her eyes and imagining the balloon taking them away. So you can do whatever you like with this. It's entirely up to you. Okay. Thank you very much for being with me for session 5, and I will look forward to seeing you in session 6. And meanwhile, take care of yourself and stay safe. Bye.